if my studio is working. Welcome, everybody. Well, I'm decided to go live. I was trying to go on at 5 o'clock, and I decided to go on a little early. So we're going to be talking about how's everybody doing with all the crazy stuff going on. How you guys doing? I know I've been really kind of getting stressed out, and I decided that my loyalty right now is going to be to peace. And that's what we're going to be tapping on tonight. I took some notes. We're trying to break these trauma bonds through our nervous system, and we're going to use peace to do that. So welcome, welcome. I know that I went on a little early, so more than likely I'll just wait. Maybe one person will hop on or something. Because of all the things that have been happening, I'm looking for a way to immediately start working with my body so that we can start tapping, getting this out of our system immediately. So if we're finding ourselves in a, everyday stress with everything that's been going on, tonight's not about blaming anyone. It's about returning to our peace and then being loyal to our survival. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. We've been loyal to chaos for way too long, and we're loyal to proving our strength, but I'm finding that that's really becoming a superpower, but it also can be an actual, our bodies can get really tired. And so I'm looking forward to being able to talk with you guys, choosing peace. We've got to start choosing peace within ourselves, because right now we're not seeing that. We're not seeing anything that's coming from a place of love, divine feminine energy, divine, Christ consciousness and energy. And I'm just finding that I need a safe place where I can go, start doing the tapping, a safe place for us to come and receive this divine feminine energy that wants to come through. She's been wanting to choose peace over this chaos that's ensuing around us right now. And it's creating a lot of different types of chaos, basically, and strife, and these negativity things that, we've been loyal to. Are we going to be loyal to? Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning. Hello. So I'm getting ready to do some tapping, and I was talking about how we've been kind of loyal to this chaos that's kind of going on here, especially in the United States right now. And because of that, we are finding our bodies to be kind of in this chaotic mess, and we're trying to be loyal to this chaos, and we've got to start to take this out of our body. So I want you guys to put your hand on your heart. Left hand would be better than your right. And then I want you to kind of just take some deep breaths. I'm actually kind of nervous and excited about bringing this live tonight, because Christ consciousness and the Jesus energy of the Christ consciousness that's coming through is really powerful today. And because we're trying to start getting rid of this chaos that's in our bodies, we want to start bringing peace to everybody out there, and start bringing an energy of loyalty to our survival. And the way to do that is by tapping. So go ahead and take that deep breath in. We're going to do the karate chop point. Welcome in. Do I know? I'm gonna do the tapping and stuff. If you guys are gonna ask some questions and stuff, I'll do that at the end, because that'll be very distracting when I'm trying to do this, because you got to be tapping on the karate chop point, and then the points and stuff to get rid of it out of our body right now. So even though my body has learned to be safe in chaos, I am honoring how hard my body has been working to protect me. And I'm going to still love and honor myself. I am open to something softer now, and I'm going to honor and my body right now. Even though a part of me still feels attached to what's always hurt me, I'm going to still love and honor myself. I'm going to acknowledge the loyalty in that. I'm going to gently begin choosing peace from my heart. Even though peace feels kind of unfamiliar right now, and unfamiliar feels kind of unsafe, I'm willing to show my body a new way, a new pattern, a new way of loving. Round one, my body has learned chaos really early. I've got notes here. I've learned to stay within this chaos. Under the eye, I've learned to endure a lot of pain. I've endured a lot of energy that has been very detrimental to our body. We've learned to fix it. We've learned to overfunction. Under the arm, it learned that love required some sort of effort on our part. Top of the head, once it was learned, peace wasn't permanent though. Take a deep breath in, breathe back out. My question to everybody is, why is there a hidden loyalty? And why have we been loyal to situations, people, like monsters, people that have been doing these really incredibly horrific things, but we're still holding loyalty to these people? So I want you to do the eyebrow point. There's a loyalty in me, and I'm not sure why. This loyalty has a tendency to be familiar. Loyalty can be proven, but I can handle it because I'm strong. Loyalty to identify of being strong. Loyalty to hope. Maybe this time, loyalty makes me strange, makes me a stranger. Underarm, loyalty to not giving up. But I'm always loyal to myself now. Let that sink in now. Take your time. Are you really loyal to yourself? Or are you loyal to the people that have done all that harm to you? Because I was always loyal to my friends. I was always loyal to people that were always out there taking. These are the friends that you always have that are always constantly taking from us. They're the ones that call you up in the emergency. They're the ones that call you when they're in the hospital. They're the ones that call you. But if you start calling back, you're going to find that it's not reciprocated on that side. Somebody's at my door.
Someone's at the front door doorbell.
I need to hold on one second, guys.
How's it going?
Good, darling.
Very good. So you know that we're going to be doing some internet work in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
Are you with Optimalness?
No, I'm not with Optimal. No, I'm on a YouTube live.
Oh,
So,
okay. So you can,
Yeah.
like that. Okay. Well, if you're not with Optimal, we won't be affected by the
Yeah.
upgrades.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks. Gotta love it. The cable company wants to upgrade my system, which I'm not with Optimum anymore. You gotta love it though, right? Anyway, let's getting back to this loyalty. So as I was saying, if we're not loyal to ourselves, who are we going to be loyal to? So as I start to rewire things, and I was like really thinking about it deep last night, rewiring, what if peace is actually strength? What if calm is actually power? What if walking away is regulation? I think that's kind of, if you think about it, regulation is so hard right now to do with our bodies. So let's do the color point here. What if I don't have to earn love anymore? What if I don't have to endure love? And then what if my nervous system can actually rest? Because we're all just really fighting that right now. What if my nervous system can actually rest? And then what if peace is really my new loyalty? If I'm choosing peace as my baseline, which is very powerful, go ahead and take that in. Breathe in and breathe slowly. I'm seeing if there's anybody on. So something about America. Some Mexican army people will drop bombs. Jesus died for you, forgive your sins. Jesus love you. Okay. So how do you guys regulate your body right now with all that's going on? The tapping has been one of the number one things for me. I find it, that my body has a tendency to hang on to things because I've been an empath since I was like 5 years old. I started noticing people talking to me and lying to me right in my face all the time. And so I started to absorb all of that. So a lot of that stuff didn't make sense to me when I was really, really little. And as I started to find that I was loyal to everybody else, I never really had my back. I was always a medical intuitive for a lot of people, and just finding that I knew how to help people, but I didn't know how to receive very well. So I did a deeper understanding around the body safety that a lot of people aren't feeling right now. So is it safe to soften my jaw right now? Is it safe to release my shoulders? Is it safe to unclench my stomach? Is it safe to stop scanning the room and scanning our surroundings, scanning the parking lot, scanning the grocery store, looking at the people at the store, looking to see what everybody mooded. I can tell when people are in a bad mood in the grocery store, and I, put a lot of that energy out. Is it safe to stop scanning? Is it safe to not anticipate that some type of betrayal is going to happen? Go ahead and go underneath the underarm here. Is it safe to prepare for impact? Peace doesn't come from being mean. It doesn't come from, it's always been coming from danger is coming to us. So if you think about that, peace doesn't mean danger is coming. Peace doesn't mean danger is coming. So as you start to bring that energy in, you've got to sit with this energy for a moment. Is it safe right now? Are we in a place of peace in the world? No. Are we in a place of, divine energy? No, we're seeing that right now we're being challenged with all of the things that are going on. We're being challenged with all of the lists that have been dropped. Our next door neighbors are, I don't trust anybody anymore in my neighborhood. So what I've been doing is tapping to get this energy out of my system so that I'm not constantly bringing it into my body anymore. Because peace isn't weakness. Peace is something that we need to bring to ourselves. Peace is our nervous system that no longer negotiates with the chaos out there in the world. And so, are we going to invite peace? Can we invite softness into our life? Because right now, I feel like we're being loyal to the wrong situation, the wrong people. I kind of feel like we're being loyal to this older system that is really, if you really look at it on a deeper level, there's a sickness that's so deep here where people have been, trafficking people and harming people. That has nothing to do with peace. It all comes with control. It comes from fear. It comes from all of these, you know, um, situations. I grew up around the Hollywood region when I was a kid. I got to see a lot of the movie stars, and I didn't really have any particular interest in on any of that because reality was I didn't really care. They were just human beings doing their job. But because we have a tendency to put them into a higher place and a higher reality that, they're better people, they're just actors. They're called actors for a reason. Only problem is that there's been a lot of, you know, deceit within the community itself. And a lot of people have been, you know, getting people reported stuff and things like that. But it's not coming from a place of peace. It's coming from this energy of how can I control you? How can I hurt you in a way that you aren't going to report me and stuff? Why are these secrets that are coming out that are so strong? But the problem is it's landing in our bodies in a way because we're constantly doom scrolling. I don't watch the news anymore. I haven't watched it since 2000, probably 2000. I stopped watching the news. I only go to certain places to see certain things about what's kind of going on. So I know what's going on out there, but I'm not going to continue delving the deep. I did this last year. I got into watching a lot of YouTube channels and watching how these people were like this anticipation and what we could be angry about today and what can we be unpeaceful about today. And it has nothing to do with any of that. I used to do the St. Francis of Assisi's prayer all the time, to be the peace of the people and bringing in this divine energy and how to do that for ourselves. But it's getting trapped in the body. And I'm just finding that a lot of times we're just clenching and we don't even know how to stop the clenching. How do we get the stomach to kind of calm down? Sometimes we wake up in the morning and my stomach's already upset and everything because energetically we're being bombarded with so much information and it's hard to turn it off. It's hard to stop scrolling on the phone. So I'm going to be putting up more of the tapping, more of us enduring our own life and our own life force, kind of bringing that in. I like to use the rose because I like the divine feminine energy of Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. And I use the rose and kind of have a plasma in between me now. So I have a rose here and above my head, two at the side, one at the bottom of my feet, so that I'm creating like a plasma that this is my domain here to my body, and then the rest of the world can be out there. But that would be a better protection that's coming from, being in a safe place. Let the rose absorb all that negative energy. Let the roses be the thing that absorbs everything. The rose is the highest frequency on the planet. And when we use the rose, if you see during the day, if you're at work, people are really negative and stuff, you might go and check to see, is the rose a little wilted? Is the rose actually dead? Replace the rose and let that kind of be part of who we are so that we can start coming from this divine energy. Christ consciousness is a place of love. It was not all this other stuff that's being twisted and turned in a way that suits their type of loyalty to their type of misconduct and their behavior and things that are happening right now, because there's a lot of that going on. A lot of, unfortunately, it's a type of, I don't even know what to call it. It's just a sickness that's so deep within our society. We've learned to ignore it, and we blame little girls, that it's our fault, and all of these lies that have happened for a long time, and how we are some sort of obligated to this loyalty. It's not even ancestor loyalty, it's loyalty to men's behavior. And to me, I'm not negotiating anymore with the chaos. I want to kind of negotiate from this place of love and having a better understanding. They can stay out there, as long as I have my boundary that's up. But a lot of people don't even know how to do a boundary. You know, I'm finding that for me, what's supporting everybody, because right now we've been kind of going from a betrayal recovery with everything that's kind of, the country's being betrayed. We've definitely been sold out. I don't know to who, but you know, breakfast for dinner. I don't know what that means. So anyhow, what are you guys doing? What are you doing to take care of your bodies right now? What's making you feel safe in your own home? You know, I find myself going outside, but I lock the door when I come in now. I make sure that I'm, you know, watching my surroundings because I don't want anybody coming rushing up on me. Growing up in Los Angeles, I've learned how to be on guard all of the time. I learned how to get to know all the homeless all the way up and down the coastline when I was a kid. I knew every homeless guy all the way to Redondo Beach and back. And I knew them because I wanted them to know that I was a cool person and that they would want to protect me and have my back in that way. I didn't understand that that was sort of what I was doing to get to know all these people. Majority of the homeless people were really cool people. Nowadays, there are a lot more mental illness. There hadn't been that much. These guys were more just really heavy drinkers and stuff and kind of were checking out of life and kind of got sick of the mortgage payments and the car payments and the credit card bills and all of the stuff that was coming on along with life at that time. But when I was like walking back and forth and talking to these guys, they were like, somebody didn't know me or whatever, and they started to harass me. They're like, "Hey, Lisa's cool people. Don't mess with her, because you have to go through us to do it." So because of that, I had ways of being able to protect myself when I was, you know, walking around the beaches of California and Southern California. And these guys were really cool because they wanted to kind of like, these guys were able to kind of help me with my safety because I was up and down the beaches and stuff because it was like, you know, the only way that I could go and be and hang out at Venice Beach and stuff when nobody ever knew what was kind of going on. So thank you guys for kind of hanging out and choosing to break through the trauma that everybody's going through, the chaos that everybody's been feeling right now. I do appreciate it. And then I see that you guys are just kind of right. Some Mexican armies will drop bombs. I'm not sure what that means, but thanks for stopping in and I appreciate it. If you've got any questions or anything, I've got some classes that are up on there if you want to do some full tapping and things that'll help support the channel. You know, forward this information to anybody that's wanting to kind of start reset their body to start being able to pay attention to what's kind of going on, so we're not carrying all this tension and everything. Because right now, my body has been so tight, and I've been lifting weights and doing some other things. I've been motorcycle riding so that I can get that concentration down into one place, pay attention to what's kind of going on versus, you know, kind of feeling like I'm all over the place. So I do appreciate you guys coming in, and I will be heading off. You guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. I'm going to learn how to use this studio that's on my computer. This has all been a fun thing to learn today. And thank you for kind of coming on with me and the ride. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, have a good night.